Hi, welcome everyone to this presentation where we are going to be talking about how to deliver better projects using Project Online. It's a fantastic tool. I'm pretty sure that you guys are going to take a lot of cool information from this section. My name is Ed Pereira. I am a Office 365 and Project Online consultant. I work for Sensei Project Solutions. Originally from Brazil, but I've been living in Australia for the good part of the last 10 years. And mainly my focus has been in SharePoint and Microsoft Project, and lately Project Online. And with this whole interest in going to the cloud, obviously Project Online is a great fit for it because it allows you to manage teams and delivery and projects and portfolios anytime, anywhere. So we do have an agenda for today. Uh, our plan is to cover the project manager challenges. So we're going to have a look at a few of the common scenarios and common pain points that every project manager faces every day. And then we're going to see a good tool to address this solution, which is the Project Online. And then we're going to see the good characteristics and the features that Project Online has to offer that will allow the project managers to tackle those pain points so that they can focus on the project delivery and not so much on the internal mechanisms of the tools to deliver the project. And with those two concepts, we are going to run a little demo that goes to show how Project Online fits into a typical project manager's day job. So I'm going to have a demo that we're going to touch on a few points of Project Online. Not all of them. Project Online is a huge product. But we're going to discuss the Project Center. We're going to have a look at workflows. We're going to see task management tools and a very unique and interesting tool called portfolio analysis, which I'm pretty sure you will like the concepts of forecasting and applying a scenario for the future and see how the projects will react to it. Now, let's talk a little bit about the challenges of project management. I would say that balancing the elements of a complex project, which are the usual time, money, and people, it's one of the jobs of a project manager. So project management training is also an essential part of managing all these unexpected obstacles that project managers can face on a daily basis. And to help put those things in perspective, let's have a look at some of the top challenges that project managers face every day when they do their job. Scope changes, they are also known as scope creep. So this happens when project management allows the project scope to extend beyond its original objectives. Clients and supervisors, they often ask for changes to a project. And normally a project change, and this change is expected. Change is a constant. And it takes a strong project manager to evaluate each of those requests and to decide how and if to implement them. And at the same time, he or she needs to communicate the effects of these changes on budget and on the deadlines to all the stakeholders, which eventually are the people who are paying and are supporting the project delivery at the end of the day. Teamwork. So I would say teamwork, it's an issue that allows for the team members to communicate with each other in an effective way. Projects are run by people, and people, they are different, and those differences often can collide and affect inadvertently to a project delivery. So a project manager needs to have um, strong skills uh, to help a project leader to determine the needs for the competencies of the team members, and assess the available people on the pool, and then recommend strategies to allow them to work effectively and not to uh, duplicate the work that is being done. This also incorporates working with outsourced people of additional staff that just need to join in the project. So this dynamics of teamwork is a very complicated matter to deal with. Another one is the accountability, or let's say the lack of the accountability. So a project manager's leadership quality really shines when each team member takes full responsibility for his or her role in achieve the project success. So it's not the project manager's project, it's everybody's project. The same way, the lack of this accountability can bring a project to a complete halt. That's when you start seeing people not interested in delivering their tasks or performing their daily jobs. That's when you see finger pointing between team members and people shifting or avoiding blame. All those things are very unproductive, and they're all too common features on very bad project management practices. Those things can drive a project down, and if not drive the project down, it can increase the overhead of costs for the project that was not planned for. So learning to direct teams toward a common goal is a very important aspect of project management. Risk management, it covers for really improper or inadequate risk management. So learning how to deal with a plan for risk is another important piece of project management. There is something called risk tolerance, which is typically something that you want to see in a project manager. So it's a quality that you expect for a good project manager, because tolerance is a concept you need to have. It needs to be there in the project. Very, very often projects don't go as expected. As a matter of fact, I would say rarely a project goes exactly to the plan. So, and that's okay. So projects are supposed to change because projects are run by people, and people change, and financial circumstances change. So this risk management needs to be integral part of the project run on a daily basis. So gathering input, developing a trust in knowing which part of a project are most likely to veer off the course are aspects of a project manager's job as well. Managing expectations. This is a very important project manager attribute, because as we know, changes are expected, and very often those changes they lead, for example, to impossible deadlines. So a successful project manager, he knows or she knows that repeatedly asking a team for to do the impossible can quickly result in the declining morale and productivity, which again affects the project delivery, whether in time, whether in costs. So the odds successfully completing a project under unreasonable deadlines, is quite frankly is not feasible expectation. So this leads to resource deprivation, which means that for a project to run efficiently and effectively, the management needs to provide sufficient resources. So it is a very important quality of a project manager to be able to define the needs and to obtain approval and to see what's coming ahead before these changes happen, and make sure those things are communicated clearly, the impacts and whatever is going to make the project go slower, and then prioritize resource throughout the duration of the project. So managing expectations is not about blocking and saying no to things. It's saying, okay, so here we have the changes. We have this list of priorities. We have those list of things to accomplish. Tell me what's your view of this. And then the stakeholders will come back and tell, okay, let's do this and do that. And the project manager just executes. He's not there to block and to stop things. His job is to find a way through things. Since we're talking about stakeholders, so stakeholder engagement, it's also a very important challenge. In that case, the lack of stakeholder engagement. A disinterested team member or a client or a vendor, a contractor, so somebody who doesn't have the interest in the project, delivery, and the success, that uninterested aspect of the engagement can destroy a project. We see many projects that fail because of those things. People just don't care about what they are doing in the project. They don't care about the end result. So a skilled project manager knows how to communicate openly, and encourages feedback at every step of the way to create this greater engagement and participation between the team members. So the best projects are the most transparent projects, because everything that is in the clear. The status reports are circulated for everybody, and everybody knows if the project is going well, if it is going green light on a yellow or red light, and how's the budget going on. So all those things are very important challenges to be tackled by the project manager. And all those are effective project management skills. They can be learned and applied and developed with quality project management tools. So it is important that all those big goals are in reach and in everybody's minds, but also that your team and your project managers are supported with good quality and productive tools. And now, since we are talking about tools, right? So what's Project Online? How does it fit in here? So Project Online is a tool from Microsoft that your teams can use for your project management portfolio activities. So there is a few key things that Project Online can help you and your organization, which are it can drive the portfolio value because it has smart online tools that will help you as a project manager or as a portfolio manager to strategically evaluate and to optimize your project in order to maximize its return of investment on the original goals. And also has it helps to improve project outcomes, because it has very advanced tools for scheduling, for time management and task management, resource assignments, and all those things. They work in sync and help you to optimize project plans to deliver a better project results. We talked about collaboration as a big challenge. So Project Online, it boosts your team collaboration. It has a seamless integration with the Office 365 suite and tools like Skype for Businesses and Yammer and SharePoint Online, and all those things. They work in sync and encourage the teamwork. It brings people to the cloud and to work in a centralized location as a team, and this thing ultimately produces better results across all the projects. And because of that, it helps you in your company to make smarter decisions, so that is a smarter decision-making tool because projects are driven and analyzed in reports. So there is a whole bunch of built-in reports and business intelligence tools that will let you visualize data in a different way so that you can gain insights across projects, programs, and portfolios. And then based on these graphs and those numbers, you can make more informed decisions. So there are things like the enterprise resource management, which is a challenge for many organizations because every project is run basically in Excel spreadsheets. So individual project profiles in every project manager's computer. So having an enterprise resource management pool, it allows you to have a consolidated view of all the potential project resources. So that way, resource managers can then compare resources across a standard data and build the best teams. So not only this, but it has the familiar interface that the Office 365 tools offer to you. And because it runs in the cloud, you can access it anytime, anywhere, and teams can use their favorite devices, whether it's an iPad or MacBook or a Surface Pro, any web browser to view and edit and submit and collaborate on those projects. So they don't have to actually go to a specific tool on a desktop. They can do this anywhere, anytime. And one thing that it's very important, I just want to mention before we're going to do a little demo on those aspects. It's it's a low-cost solution. The Microsoft Portfolio Management Suite it does not require any upfront infrastructure costs, and it still offers a very flexible solution with several subscription plans. So you don't need to have a project server running in your company. So this runs in the cloud. It has a custom API, so your developers and your contractors can engage with you and extend your solutions to fit specific cases. But now, let's talk about how does this fit in a daily project manager's job. We run a demo that we're gonna use a fictional character called Lydia. She's a project portfolio manager, but she's acting also as a project manager in several projects. And let's go through how it would look like a typical day for her when she gets into the company, and how does she manage projects and tasks and financial aspects using Project Online. Lydia is a product manager with vast experience in product design and management roles. Currently, she is a portfolio manager for a series of projects on web applications in her company. Every day, when she gets to her office, the first thing she does is to log in into the company's Project Online website. Immediately, she sees these tiles. They provide quickly visual insights and cues for important links and tasks that she needs to focus on for her portfolio management activities. This is the project center. Here she can see all the projects that are available for her to manage or that she is part of. You can see that the view is adjustable and the Gantt chart is displayed to the right. You can also change the view and choose project details views. That view is very interesting because it gives a quick snapshot of how the project looks like, how healthy they are, using the so familiar schema of red, green, and gold. And then you can see the Gantt chart on the right that indicates how the projects are progressing according to the timeline. From here, she can create a new project. There are several templates for her to choose from. Templates are a quick and convenient way to kickstart a project with several features and with minimal configuration. They might come, for example, with predefined set of tasks and workflows appropriate for the type of project she wants to start. For example, she can quickly create a marketing campaign from here. She is a project manager, and because of that, she can also gather ideas into a project, a SharePoint list actually, and when the time is ready, she can import those items later and create a project using these ideas. So that project will be curated in Project Online with just a click of a button. Workflows are a powerful tool to keep projects progressing on a pipeline from the idea phase to the resourcing and scheduling and execution phase. All those common concepts and processes that every project needs to have are done automatically for her. Not only this, but the workflow also ensures that all phases receive the same level of review before it is financially funded and resourced. For example, in this project, Health Assessment Reporting Tool is in the planning phase. In this view, we can see what steps are required in order for this project to progress to the next phase. In this case, schedule and strategic impact are needed. At this point, Lydia notices that the schedule is done already. And also, there is content outlining the strategic impact for this project. Essentially, it means that this project is ready to advance to the next stage. Back in the project center, we can see that Lydia is also part of another project that's in a very advanced stage. We can see here that this project has all the tasks entered, the workflow progress, and the project Gantt chart. She can also make changes directly in the tasks here and adjust the project delivery. No more messing around with Excel spreadsheets or disconnected project profiles. Because Lydia is in several other projects, she might be over-resourced. It means she might have much more tasks allocated for her than she actually has available time. She can avoid and verify if she's in this pitfall by going to the tasks list here. And she can see in a unified view all the tasks for all the projects she has assigned to her. From here, she can also select a task and mark it as complete. Assign the task to someone else, or enter hours in her timesheet. This is a very powerful proposition because it is a very convenient way of managing delivery and tasks completion, because she doesn't have to go in each project and update her progress. So what used to be a very time-consuming task, now it's done effortlessly and in a very centralized and convenient way. When she's done with her updates, she can save the item and submit it for her manager for approval. Postponed projects are a reality, and it is not uncommon to see projects being delayed, postponed, or straight away cancelled because of funding, because of financial climate, for several reasons that the economy can throw a curveball into projects. Here's where we can see a great tool, actually a fantastic tool from Project Online called Portfolio Analysis. This tool will help the project managers to prepare for eventualities like the ones we just talked about. For example, a project is cancelled or the portfolio is losing funds. The portfolio analysis tool is a what-if simulation machine. Using a complex and very smart algorithm, it helps to identify the best combination of projects, costs, and resources. You know, that famous triangle: money, time, and people. The way it does this is basically calculating a baseline scenario, assuming that all projects are fully funded and fully resourced. And then you can simulate situations against that proposition. In this case here, we can see that 100% of the return of investments for the portfolio can be reached for a total cost of around $12 million. Now, let's say the total fund for the portfolio needs to be cut to $8 million, a $4 million cut. She can then click the Recalculate button, and the Portfolio Analysis tool will perform a forecast of what can be done, what can be achieved with this new amount. Lydia realizes that even with a $4 million cut in the portfolio, around 81% of the projects can be achieved. The tool also suggests which projects can be postponed or cancelled, that it will fit in that $4 million cut. But this tool is very flexible, just like projects need to be flexible. In Lydia, she can mix and match, she can add and remove projects and see how these variations are going to play out in the simulation, in the forecasting tool. Now, with that report in hand, next time she meets with the executives to discuss the future of the portfolio, She will bring those simulations and those numbers to the table, and the discussion will be much more clear, backed with real simulation data, and she will be a rock star. Well, so just to recap what we've been talking today on this session, we talked about the common project manager challenges, things that the pain points that they face every day in their jobs, and then we discussed what it is project online, and how can we address those pain points for the project managers, and then we had a look at how does project online fits into a daily job of a typical project manager. We see a few points such as the project center, the workflows, and how the task management works, and we had a look at the portfolio analysis and how can we play with scenarios and forecast the impact on the project in the financial and on the delivery side. So I hope that this session was informative to you, and I hope that now you know a little bit more of Project Online, and you know that things exist like Project Center and resource management and task management. And thank you very much. I appreciate your time, and I hope you have great successes in your projects. And feel free to contact me anytime. So my contact details are here in the slides. And stay tuned for more great sessions. Collab365 is a great conference driven by passionate people, by a community of people who are interested in sharing knowledge. So once again, thank you very much. Have a great day.